Hello everyone and welcome to the official SWGT YouTube channel. My name is Sarusa. Today we're taking a look at SWGT update 6.16.11 through 6.17.0, and so let's dive in. Our first update today is on the homepage, and so I have gone through and added a new highlighted feature here for the SWOP and SWGT collaboration. Another big thanks out to Xandro for all of his hard work and getting all this working, but it is a nice feature that you can import your JSON directly from SWGT Personal and right into SWOP, so that way you don't have to go through and find all your files on your system and do a file upload. Really nice for when you're on the road or at a friend's house or even work. So a big thank you again out to Xandro. The next update line today takes us over to the Siege leaderboard, and there's actually two line items for this one. There was actually a bug fix specifically on the Siege maps as far as alignments go. And so I have gone through at this point and completely rewritten the Siege map for the live maps on the leaderboards. So it now properly lines up. There are two fixes. First fix is the colorization now is always going to be blue, red, yellow. Technically in the game, if you're not in a tournament, it's technically blue, yellow, red. I don't know why Comtos would make that change, but hey, it is what it is. But there's an issue where the information for yellow would show under red and red under yellow. So I have gone through and completely rewritten this. If you see any more issues, please feel free to report them on the SWGT Discord. The next update line takes us over to the battle logs. And so when you have a battle log, search and you want to add some notes, there was an issue where it would stop you somewhere around 155. And so I have gone through and made that fix. The next update line takes us over to my profile page. And so on this screen here, when you upload a player JSON, I have changed this modal width from full width to just a normal width. Not really a huge change, but just a subtle little change. While we're here, there was an issue for importing Siege artifacts from a player JSON. So I have gone through and made those fixes. That will apply to, of course, SWGT free accounts and SWGT personal and personal plus accounts. Heading over to the friends area, there was an issue where under certain conditions, when you went to go and add a friend, it would not add them properly. So I have gone through and made that fix as well. The bug was introduced when I added in the new criteria for sharing your Siege runes right here. And so under certain conditions, when you added a friend, it wouldn't add them properly and it wouldn't even allow you to save. So I have gone through and made that fix. Actually, going back to my profile page, there was an issue with uploading your player JSON. It would not update your player name. And so I have gone through and made that fix as well. The next update line takes us over to account analytics. And you'll notice here that there is a new button for compare. And so this is another big feature that people have been asking for quite a while. Has been a lot of work, but this new feature allows you to compare your current to a historical date, or even if you want to say, I want to look at my progress throughout April, right? So I can choose April 1st through April 30th. And when I run compare, it'll now show me that progress for actually that month. And so if I want to make changes, obviously I can go through and let's say I want to compare my current back to April. You can see here that in general, I have been farming artifacts. I have been seeing a almost 6% lift on my artifacts, which is fantastic, of course. My overall runes since April, I have improved a total of 2.1% baseline, which is great. And my premium runes have increased 0%. You can see that I have been, for the most part, farming Punisher's Crypt. And so you can actually see that I have done a 10.5% lift as far as my artifacts go, as far as comparing April 1st all the way up until today. And what's really interesting to me is if you actually go back further in time, for instance, if I compare my current back to, say, I don't know, the beginning of January, you can see that in 6 month time, I have increased my artifacts, almost 15%, which is crazy. Same thing on my baseline runes and same thing on my premium runes. The really crazy one, I did run through this during testing. If I go all the way back to, let's say, the start of 2023, which is as far back as I have on my test server, you can see I have some crazy lifts here. I have my destroy runes. I have an almost 80% lift as far as runes on my account summary, and same thing on my premium side. I have a 75% lift here. Artifacts. I have almost 35% increase in the overall quality. So I have been farming very hard for the past 2 years, but really a neat feature. People have been asking for this for quite a while. If you can think of other metrics that make sense for me to add to the compare, please go ahead and post on SWGT Discord. The next update line today takes us over to account analytics and over to team builder. And so I have gone through and made a new tweak to this feature. And so if you edit or you add a new team for your team builder on the personal side, the tabs have been redone, and there are now 3 tabs instead of 2 tabs. So the first tab is going to be your saved monsters and the runes that were on those monsters at that time with all of their stats at that time. The next tab is going to be the runes and artifacts that we have saved in their current status. So you can see, for instance, if you had made a change. Let me try and find one where I had a change. I think my Tiana, I have gone through and made some changes on that speed tuning. So if we come down over here, yeah, so you can see that I sped up my Tiana by a total of 1 speed, right? I've added some more HP, I've added some more attack, I've gotten rid of some defense, and I have gotten rid of some crit rate. And so just a nice feature to be able to see, at that time when I first created this team, these, of course, were the stats. Here were the speed tuning, of course, to go along with it. And here's the current status, as well as here's what is currently equipped. And so what is currently equipped is an even better setup for her. She has more attack, a little bit less HP, and some more speed. So that is, of course, fantastic. And some more crit damage for her skill 2. Accuracy, obviously not really needed for her because because her skill 3 doesn't even require accuracy. So really a neat feature. Somebody had recommended this on Discord. It was a lot of work, again, to get it all working, but I'm glad that we have it added now because we can see, your past, present, and your current, right? As far as how things are on these monsters. Switching over to the guild side, there is a update for the plugin. So if you are a SWGT guild subscriber or belong to a guild site, if you go to the guild setup with SWGT, you can go to where can I find the plugin, and if you go to the releases, there is a new version. And really, this new plugin version really focuses on Siege and World Guild Battle battles. As far as the battle logs go, there is some new information that is available to better line up your actual defenses and your actual counters on those actual defenses too. So definitely a plugin update that you want to get if you are a guild subscriber or belong to a guild site. While we're here as well, I also made the same fix that we did on the maps where we made the alignment that it's always blue, red, and yellow. I have gone through and of course made that fix here too on the Siege battles. The plugin update also affects the World Guild Battle, the battle logs as well. So you'll definitely want to update your SWGT with the latest version. As a casual reminder, if you have SWGT 0.0.62 or better and have the toggle switch turned on for automatic updates, if you just close SWGT and reopen it, it will automatically update the plugin for you.
And that's it for today. I just wanted to say thank you to all the Patreon members who subscribe to SWGT and to all the people that constantly give feedback about the platform. It's only through your support and efforts that SWGT is what it is today. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. We all make SWGT better together. And with that, don't forget to smash those like buttons, and I'll see all of you on the battlefield.